Here we go. It's season 1, episode 1, day 3 of New Year's. We're doing this. Hi, my name is Lily, and I want to come on here and just welcome you to my YouTube channel and my world, and I hope to bring lots of value to you. I am the owner of Rivera Bridal Atelier, and this is my first video. It's unscripted. It's going to be mostly unedited, other than I'm going to show you around the showroom, and it's probably going to be horrible, as you know, but that's okay. I pressed the record button, and that's the important thing. I want to bring you guys this year so much value, just show you like behind the scenes what goes on in this studio. Sometimes it's almost like reality TV around here, I swear. But I have a lot of fun. There's challenges, there's good days, there's bad days. And, you know, I think I'm going to bring you guys a combination of vlog and some lessons and, you know, maybe some more sit down advice or knowledge kind of formats. But for the most part, I prefer to do it this way. I want to do it in a very raw, very transparent kind of way. I haven't seen a lot of that in the bridal industry. Everything that I see in bridal per se or sewing has been more, which is fine, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but I want to bring you guys maybe something that's a little different and a little less perfect in a way, but that brings you so much value and teaches you how things really are. Because if you're a young design student and you're going out there for the first time, and I do get a lot of inquiries for kids to come in, they want to just learn from me and things like that, and I thought, you know, if there's such a need, then why not do it for everyone? And it could be anyone from any age group. You could be someone who's retired at home, maybe wants to learn a new craft, or you know, or you're someone who wants to DIY, or maybe you just want to be budget savvy and you want to learn how to sew just so you can alter your own clothing, or you want to learn how to sew and you don't necessarily have to. Going to school is great, but you don't necessarily have to. You can really learn these skills yourself, because I can honestly say that I went to fashion design school, and though you learn the basics and you really learn so many valuable things like history, they really emphasize on history of fashion so you understand where it's coming from. You learn how to develop patterns, you learn how to understand structure, and there's many valuable things that you learn there, but you still walk out without all the firsthand information and things that you're going to learn in the real world. And you don't learn about how to run a business, how to budget a business, how to even start a business. Like they don't show you any of that. They don't show you the kind of expectations maybe a boss might have or customers will have from you. You don't really learn that aspect of it. And I've learned a lot of it over the years, just kind of polishing my skills. I'm very proud of what I've developed. It's been a long time, and honestly, things haven't really taken off like I want them yet, but I feel like I'm going in the right direction. And I didn't start officially this business, the Lily Rivera brand, until my 40s. So, you know, coming from that point of view, I've worked in corporate companies and learned a lot of valuable lessons like on sourcing and manufacturing, and that's where all my inspiration came in to say, you know what, I want to start my own business and I want to manufacture wedding dresses. And it took a really long time just to even say that out loud, because I didn't want people to hear me say it, or like it was too big of a dream or something. And until someone told me, just break it down, you can do it at home, there's ways you can do this. And that's exactly what I started doing. Is I started just cold calling shops, and quite a few showed interest, to my surprise. And then of course I had to just get my nerves in check and then go see them in person and show them my gowns. And you know, I've had a very positive response when I actually do it. And once I get into it and I start geeking out with the dresses, my confidence just kicks in. And I'm really hoping with recording this, the same thing is going to happen here, that, you know, after a while, just turning on the record is not a big deal right now. It's probably not going to be that good, but that's okay. I want to just hopefully convey my intention and what I want to do with this channel. And in summary, I want to, number one, show you guys the behind the scenes of running a actual bridal shop and alteration shop, because we do both, and also then break it down to some alteration lessons, some basic alterations for those that just want to learn at home how to hem a pair of pants and maybe do it in an easy way. I can show you how I do it. It doesn't mean it's how other people do it, but I've been doing this for over 20 years. I have excellent reviews online, so I am doing something right. So maybe some folks might not agree with all the ways that I go about sewing or tricks that I use or little hacks I use, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what's going to make this channel unique. I also want to hopefully bring some really valuable advice for anyone that is starting their own brand or their own business, because one thing for sure is it's not easy and you have to have a ton of patience, and I'm learning that still to this day. I have to tell myself you have to be patient. It's not going to just happen overnight, but I am going in the right direction. I am moving the needle in the right direction. And the other part is to just show you guys, if you want to DIY a wedding dress, maybe you're on a budget, and yes, wedding dresses are quite expensive, and I can make a wedding dress with my eyes closed. So why not show you how it's done? Either number one, you're going to make your own wedding dress, and that's okay, or you are going to value what goes into a dress and all the workmanship that goes into a dress to understand why they're so expensive in the first place. So either way, I think it's pretty valuable there. And, you know, and also sometimes I like to use commercial patterns and just break them down and make them my own patterns. So I develop them sometimes that way. I'll use their shell, and then just from there, I make my own pattern. So I'm going to also do some, I'm planning on doing some of the shows showing you guys how to use just a regular store-bought pattern. Maybe there's a cute pattern you guys want to work on, whether it's a basic skirt or dress, and I'll show you step by step how to do that, and that could be a great lesson. So I'll have videos on that for anyone who's interested in that topic. So within the entire realm of what is Lily Rivera Bridal Atelier, I want to not only show you my brand, I want to show you guys behind the scenes, and also for the folks at home or students that want to be inspired on going into this industry. It's never boring, it's very exciting, and it's also very, very rewarding. Although at times it seems challenging, but it is very rewarding, and I hope to bring that to you guys and convey that. And I will give you guys a little bit more background as I go, and why I have kind of started so late in my journey. It's never too late, but I am a little bit on the later side, and I don't regret any of it, but there are background reasons why. In the meantime, I've been learning and developing and polishing my skills, and here I am. I have this cute little shop. People come here from out of state. I have stores that are now carrying my brand, which I'm super proud of, and I'm gonna keep growing that. And I've been to New York Fashion Week. I am, if all goes well, guys, so you're gonna see a behind the scenes this year in 2025 of London Bridal Week. I am going to do that. So I want to take you guys on a journey here. I hope you enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button so you can see all the upcoming videos, and also in comments, just send me a message and just let me know like what kind of videos you'd love to see. If you're an avid sewer, if you just want to start your own business and you're trying to figure it out, well, you know, just any questions, ask away. I'd love to see your thoughts on this. And I'm sorry it's not perfect, but I really wanted to just press the record button today. It's already day 3, and I said I was going to do this on day 1. I'm going to bring these videos actually on a weekly basis. I am shooting to do it every Monday, so every Monday you'll see a new video. And just want to start with a quick intro, so hit the subscribe. I'm also going to show you around the shop and just give you a quick tour. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. So welcome to my studio. This is what you see when you first walk in. You can see right into the workroom, which is no accident. I wanted to make the space very, very visible so they could see that the work is actually done here. This is a little area I call Tori and Isabel. It's a boutique and I just have pretty little clothes. I get a lot of brides that'll come in and they need a dress, whether it's for photo shoot, honeymoon, or they just want cute resort wear, maxi dresses. We're in Florida, so everything is very summery all the time for the most part, minus that jacket. Yeah, so it's very summery since we live in Florida. And so this is just things they can buy that are in the store. And when you walk in, and if you would have seen the before, guys, you'd appreciate this after, even though it's not perfect. I'm still working on some storage space back there because the space is kind of limited here. I have a little waiting area here, just in case somebody's in the fitting room and someone has to wait. That's the showroom straight back there. And I have here a yes to the dress wall, and that's quite traditional in bridal. And you can see from this angle, you can see the entrance to the store. We're in a really busy plaza, and that wasn't always the case. I started this business from home and I was doing pickup and delivery service to customers, and you have to start somewhere. This is my yes to the dress couch, I like to call it. And right here I have a dress that I'm actually working on for the new season. And since there was no one in the shop, this is what I did yesterday after work. That's right, after work. I sometimes have to do a little extra hours, and I have product development happening here for this new look. And I have here's my platform, hello, and this is where the brides will stand up to try their dress on. And you can see the family would be sitting in the background. I have here some of my dresses. This is the first collection that I designed, and it's been going really, really well. A lot of repeat dresses for 2 seasons now. I'm going into a new collection this year, and I try to design things that I can keep on the rack. I try not to discontinue anything unless I just simply can't get the fabric anymore. And you can see I designed with some color, very whimsical. My designs are as unique as I can possibly make them. I try to combine textures and fabrics, so it makes them really a little bit harder to just knock off, because I know that's a whole other topic I can just get into and go crazy. All the dresses are customizable, and they can get them in short and long. So even though I don't have a huge amount, just from this little bit, it's amazing how many brides I can get to say yes. And a lot of times they also want custom, and so I can come in and design whatever they want. This is a design wall. They can see this when they come out of the fitting room, and I just have a couple of sketches up of the dresses that I've already designed. I think there's a few here I may not have done yet, but most of them I have. And I have some of my smaller machines there. This is my industrial. This is where I was recording from. This is another one that I have to put together sometime this year. And then over here I have fabric storage. Those straight ahead are just some dresses that I have in product development right now. This is my so-called desk area. And yeah, so this pretty much is how I see it from my angle. When a customer comes in, I can see them through the door there. And then I'm here just sitting there for the most part, making dream gowns. So everything is done in-house. I do have someone that I also work with that is out of state that does some of the sewing for me when things get really, really busy, but not quite there yet. So a lot of the manufacturing actually happens in this tiny space. Well, hope you enjoyed this quick little sneak peek of my studio. That was the mini tour. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope to bring you guys lots of value. And again, nice to meet you. Hope you love it, and just stay tuned for more. See you soon.